guys, how's it going? It's Zahait here, and we're back with a brand new episode of Valheim. And in the last episode, we made a boat, and we looked at our little alchemy house over here. But the first thing I noticed when I logged into the server is our boat was gone, and I didn't know where it went, so either somebody stole it, or it's broken, and I thought maybe this was part of it in the water here, but it was not. So anyway, I don't know where our boat went, but it is gone. But that is not important right now, because in this episode, we are going to kill the Elder. So here we are getting some stamina potions. Kratos made us a bunch of stamina potions, and we are heading through the portal to the Chad's place, because we noticed that they already had a teleporter all the way to the Elder, so why would we walk there when we could just use theirs? Now, it was one of them, and I didn't know which one it was, but there it is, we found it, and off we go to the Elder. So this is my first time being at the Elder, well, in a very long time. The last time I played this game was over a year ago probably now, and I'm not sure if there's a way to cheese it or not exactly. There it is on the map, just so you know how far away I was. We didn't really want to run there. Since someone else already did it, we figured we'd just take advantage of it. So here we are. Now, I don't know if this was an attempt to cheese the Elder. I don't know what's going on here exactly, but the guys who were here before us put a bunch of poles up, and I don't know why they're here exactly. But it doesn't really matter. We popped some stamina potions. We spawned in an Elder, and here we go, spawning it in. So those wood posts, they're kind of handy, I suppose, just to dodge some of the attacks of this guy, but I feel like I just end up getting caught on them more than anything else. So here he is. This, if you don't know, is the Elder. He is a giant tree, a living tree, and he does not like us awakening him, first of all, and second of all, attacking him. So here's his first attack. He summons roots, and they just smack you, and they deal a ton of damage, so you gotta be careful for those. And his second attack is that right there, where he shoots a vine glue at you, and you have to kind of dodge it. I think that's why the columns are up. I'm not totally sure. Anyway, those are his main attacks. I think he'll also stomp on you or whatever if you get too close to him, but long story short, we managed to kill him quite easily. We're pretty looted at this point, so not a big deal. Elder defeated. First time on the server, well, for us anyway. And here we go, looting him up. This guy drops the keys to the swamp so that we can continue our adventure. And unfortunately, he only dropped one. So we decided it would probably be best to summon him one more time and get rid of him one more time. But this time, he did something a little bit weird. He spawned on top of this pole. And I don't know if that's intentional, if that's why all of the wooden poles are up or what, but he spawned up on top of the pole. And I thought it was going to be easy to kill him while he was up there, but he didn't stay up there for very long. So anyway, it doesn't really matter. We killed him again. We got some keys. Perfect. And here he falls. So these these stone columns are actually really good at dodging his vine throwing ability, because they seem to be invulnerable to damage. I'm not sure if that's 100% or not, but this time I think he dropped 2 or maybe 3 keys, so we had some extras, some spares just in case we wanted them. But there we go, so we can head back home and start preparing for the swamp. Gotta make sure all of our stuff is fully repaired, make sure we have clear spots in our inventory, and grab some poison resistance potions. They're very important in the swamp, and Kratos, so nice of him. He made us some potions before we left, so he also found us this little area where he kind of put a fence around it and put a teleporter there, just so that we could get to and from the swamp easily, which is awesome. And there's a little room here with a bunch of chests so we can store our findings in there, so we don't have to keep driving, or traveling, I guess, back and forth between our base. There it is on the map. We're pretty far away from our house, but that's where the swamp is, or where a swamp is. So here we are taking our first steps into the swamp. It's the first time I have been in a swamp in this server, so it's awesome. Here's some leeches we found. They drop blood sacks, which are important for later game resources. And yeah, I mean, just, you know, the usual skeleton raid and all this. I think right away I picked up some loot here. Yeah, so we can make frost resistance potions and medium healing potions out of those. And here are the Draugr. These guys are basically just undead that swarm in the swamps. And they drop us stuff to make sausages. Entrails can be used to make sausages, which is awesome. I'm not sure, I wouldn't recommend turning zombies into sausages, but there is that you can do. Here we are finding our first crypt, or I don't know what they're called, swamp crypt or swamp dungeon, whatever. There was an ooze guarding it, so we cleared them out. The thing with oozes is when you kill them, they turn into 2 blobs. And I don't think there's any way to prevent that from happening, but anyway, the blobs aren't that big of a deal to kill, so we killed them quickly, looted them up, and right into, let's see, what is this called? A sunken crypt. So, if you don't know, this is where you get iron from. This muddy scrap pile, this is iron. So we have finally, officially found iron on this server. It feels really good. When you dig through it, you usually clear out some rooms or you open up new ways into new rooms. And here we are in a new room. This dungeon, or these dungeons, are crazy hard. We had pretty high level bronze gear at this point. And, well, this was one of the battles. So there was an elite here that managed to come underneath the waterfall or the water tunnel, whatever. And yeah, they're crawling up through the tunnel here, but when there are 1 or 2 of them, it's not so bad. But when we get through there, and we actually dug our way through, there was a swarm of guys over here. So we went in, we cleared them out, or we thought we did. Okay, yeah, they just keep spawning, so clearly there's a spawner somewhere. At this point, I still hadn't seen it yet. I think that's it on the underneath Kratos there, but I still, at this point, I don't think I even knew it was there. So, still just killing them. Watch my health. We're down to 9 HP, 6 HP, 5 HP. Oh my god, it was getting kind of spooky there. Anyway, we killed all the Draugr, so quickly loot the chest, grab that iron. Look at that, 20 scrap iron or 15 scrap iron, whatever was in there. And then another elite and a 1-star Draugr just spawn out of nowhere. And look at that, 3 HP, 3 HP. Oh man, it was close. This was a close call. This was as close as it gets, I think. Anyway, I managed to get out of there and heal up, and we cleared it out and finish looting and scooting. Okay, so right back to gathering iron. That's what we're here for. This is the good stuff. And now we've cleared out this crypt. It's time to go find a new one. So here we are at crypt number 2. Time to clear it out. We've been taking trips back and forth every time we fill up our pockets, but I didn't want to show a whole lot of that, so anyway. We cleared out that crypt, and this is us on our way back. This is the first time I have ever seen one of these. I did not know they even existed. This is an abomination, and it's like a big root, I guess. It's like a root? I don't know what it actually is. I think it's a root. But anyway, it's not happy that I'm in its swamp, and I don't know how it knows where I am because it doesn't really have a face or a head, but it's just not happy. So they're also super strong. You'll see here some of these arrow shots that I'm doing, they're doing like 6 damage or 7 damage, which is almost nothing. I mean, it's 0 damage, so I don't know if they're just immune to arrows. I wonder if axes would maybe do more damage to it. I don't know. I didn't want to risk getting too close because look at this. Just plowed a tree over in 1 shot. Anyway, we finally managed to kill this guy. And he dropped us, I forget, 5 roots? Something like that. Not a lot, anyway. I don't even think you can make anything with 5 roots. Let's see. Do I take a look? I don't even know if I took a look. I think he dropped 5, and a piece of armor takes 10. So you have to kill 2 of them. And we were on our way back into the swamp again, and there was another one. So, I mean, obviously we kill it because we have to. I mean, we don't have to, but we have to. You know, you get it. They And again, they take so little damage from arrows that we used up all of our arrows trying to kill it. But check this out. Look at all of our loot. We have a chest almost full of iron. So that is perfect. Time to go home. Now, you cannot take iron ore through the teleporter. It will not let you. I don't think it'll let you take iron bars through it either. So we had to come home. And as soon as we got home, look at this. We got raided. A foul smell from the swamp. Literally just left the swamp. And now we're getting raided by slimes. Or blobs. Whatever. I don't know. It's a darn good thing we had the poison resist potions, because this would have been bad. 2 or 3 oozes at once is not good. So anyway, we head back all the way to the swamps and we build a boat. You can take nails through, and here's us kind of cheesing a little bit. You can only hold four things worth of inventory on the boat, but if you fill it and then have someone on the boat picking it out, they're over encumbered and can't really do much, but it doesn't matter because they're on the boat. So here is Kratos with 3,000 pounds worth of iron in his inventory, and we are heading back home. I don't know what happens if we get attacked by Kraken or the sea urchin or whatever the heck the thing's called. I imagine we just lose all of our iron, which would be super sad. But luckily for us, it was eventless. Nothing happened, and we made it all the way home. Basically unscathed. Nothing happened. I ran into the ground a couple times. Not a big deal. So we loaded up our furnaces, went to sleep, and if you don't know, when you sleep, you fast forward time, so all of the ore in the furnaces just gets processed instantly, which is great, but you can only do that once per day, obviously. So now we're trying to load things back up again and smelt all of this iron that we have. Almost a full chest worth of iron. Look at that. Oh, it feels good. But it wasn't fast enough, obviously. Two smelters is not enough. So we had a bunch of those cores. I figured, you know what, let's just slap down furnaces all over the place, get this going. It doesn't have to be pretty, these are temporary, but we just had so much iron to smelt. Gotta get her done. So there we are. Here's what we have so far. We have 2 pieces of iron armor. We got the chainmail and the pants, and then we've got a sword, a shield, and a pickaxe, and I believe that's all of the iron stuff that we made. We did upgrade the sword, and we did upgrade the scale mail, and that was it. So we both have the same set, basically, of iron stuff, and that's kind of where we're at now. It was a pretty eventful episode. We got a whole bunch of iron gear. We're going to definitely have to head back into the swamp and get some more iron because we have to finish off our gear. But I'm thinking the next episode is maybe going to be a building episode. Now that we've got iron, I think we're able to unlock stone cutting, and we want to build some stone buildings, some stone walls, maybe a castle, upgrade our house, stuff like this. I don't know. We'll see how we're feeling, but it should be a good one. I think it's going to be fun to start building some actual nice stuff now that we can start using stone. I think we can anyway. I'll have to double check, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, guys, I hope you're liking the series so far. If you are, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here. And if you want to hang out and come and play with us, the server is live. Just hop into my Discord and you can join us. So yeah, that's it for now, guys. I'll see you next time.